Hi, my name is Andy Medic and I'm the Western Regional Leader of the Animal Justice Party here in Victoria. I am also the candidate for the federal seat of Corangamite, and I'd like to take a few moments of your time today to talk about one of the greatest environmental scandals facing Australia today, and it's happening in your own backyard. I'd like to talk about the Schedule 7 poison, sodium monofluoroacetate, commonly known as 1080. 1080 poison has been claimed by some to be a naturally occurring substance. Nothing could be farther from the truth. While it is true that fluoroacetates do occur naturally in some native plants, such as the poison pea, our native wildlife have learned to avoid them because of its bitter taste. 1080, sodium monofluoroacetate, on the other hand, is a completely man-made, synthesised poison, thousands upon thousands of times stronger than its naturally occurring cousin. 1080 poison has been banned worldwide by the World Health Organization for a number of reasons. Its high toxicity, its danger to native animals and its indiscriminate nature, and also because of its danger to human beings. And yet, Australia and New Zealand are the highest users of 1080 poison in the world. I'm going to now describe some of the effects of 1080 poison, and some of you may find this a little bit distressing. The initial effects will be that the animal that consumes the bait will lose its sight, it will go blind. This will be accompanied by full body seizures, in some instances liquefaction of internal organs causing intense pain, vomiting and diarrhoea. It doesn't happen quickly. This happens over a period of anywhere from 3 to 5 hours in smaller animals, and in larger animals anywhere up to 3 to 5 days. Here in Australia, 1080 is laid ostensibly to target so-called pest species, mainly the Australian native dingo and foxes. The huge mistake that is being made is that the dingo is Australia's bush cop, our apex land predator, and naturally controls all other vertebrate pests. In our attempt to make $1 from livestock production, we have targeted the dingo and are wiping him out, when we should be actively encouraging dingo populations. This sign here that tells us that 1080 poison is being used is on 13th Beach here in Victoria, one of the most popular surf beaches in the state. A beach that is commonly used not just by surfers, but by families with dogs and young children, and is only a few hundred metres away from very heavily populated areas.
1080 has been placed right next to the caravan park here in Barwon Heads. 1080 is not supposed to be used in urban areas. It can be moved from where it's been put down and up to about 800 metres away from where they've put down the original bait, which is very dangerous potentially for children in the caravan park and dogs on the beach. We have contacted the Australian Pesticides and Veterinary Medicine Authority about this, but nothing has been done. The signs were taken down for a while and now they are up again.
I walk my dogs along this beach, and the thought of one of my dogs eating 1080 poison is just horrific.
I really think 1080 poison should be banned in Australia. It's been banned in Europe and it's a shocking poison, and it really should not be used in Australia.
Yeah, animals are dying this long, slow, prolific death because they are targeted by this. It's a shame and it's a blight on Australia.
1080, it's been banned in almost every country in the world except for Australia and New Zealand. Why ban 1080 now?
I want to see 1080 banned so that I can come down to this beach or any beach and be able to walk my dogs and know that they're not in any danger of being harmed.
I really want to see 1080 poison banned.
One of the biggest problems with 1080 poison in Australia is that despite the fact that it is heavily regulated by the APVMA, the government body that is charged with enforcing those regulations, DELWA, does not even know at any stage how many baiting programs are in operation, where they are in operation, or even if the clean-up operations are being carried out. Some of the laws relate to proximity to waterways and to human habitation. The sign that you've seen behind me right now is not very far at all from the Barwon Heads Caravan Park. In fact, it is less than 50 metres from where families are enjoying a holiday. And as we move around, you can see straight across the road are houses, also with families, with dogs. So, having heard everything that you've listened to today, if you are at all concerned about what is happening in your backyard, if you're at all concerned about the war that is taking place on Australia's native apex land predator, the dingo, there are some things that you can do. Contact your local MP and tell them you want 1080 poison